My child, this message is for you alone. I know you almost kept scrolling. Something in you said, "Not now, not again." That tug you felt was me. That was me calling you. There are forces that do not want you to hear what I am about to say, because once you hear it and agree with it, a chain on your career breaks that they cannot reattach. Take a breath. Be here with me. I am speaking to the weight you have felt in the place you earn your bread. The supervisor who used to smile now grows cold. The meeting invite that included you last month arrived without your name this week. The idea that started in your notebook got presented by someone else. Deadlines move like targets you are not allowed to hit, and when you do, the scoreboard gets changed. The email with your review was delayed with vague excuses. The tone shifted. You felt the chill. Hear me, I saw it all. You are not invisible to me. Now understand this with clarity. Hell cannot argue with. They can delay you, but they cannot deny what I decreed. What I have approved is not pending a manager's mood. It is not subject to office weather. I did not submit your promotion to their inbox for permission. I wrote it in my book. I placed timing in my calendar. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. It is done in heaven. But listen carefully, because this is where the war is being fought and won or lost. What a person cannot block, your own mouth can compromise. The enemy cannot close the door I opened for you, so he tries to bait your words, to build a wall in front of your own feet. Delay becomes denial only when you give your agreement to it. This is not hype, this is prophecy. I do not tease my children. Right now, a notification will try to pull your eye. A coworker will ping you. A sudden wave of anxiety will press your chest and whisper, "You don't have time for this." Recognize the tactic. He will offer you a tiny distraction to rob you of a huge instruction. Do not let him steal this moment. Stay with me. Keep your focus. I am about to place a key in your mouth, but first we must settle the guard on the gate. Before we go further, type these words as a covenant between us. I will guard my words. Do it now. This is not performance. This is alignment. Your agreement activates protection. Your written words are seeds. I watch over them. The pressure you feel at work has faces and titles, but its origin is older than your org chart. What you have been up against is not only management, it is manipulation designed to bend your confession. Delay, confusion, intimidation, exhaustion. 4 arrows assigned to your assignment. Delay to make you call my timing late. Confusion to make you question what you heard me say. Intimidation to make you shrink your presence and talent. Exhaustion to make venting feel like relief, and complaining sound like truth. If the enemy can harvest your words under pressure, he can write a script you end up living. Not because I approved it, but because you rehearsed it with your mouth. My child, hear me clearly. Your boss does not own your future. Your HR file does not contain your destiny. The reorg may shift seats, but it does not shift the throne. I am the one who lifts one and sets another down. I taught lions not to bite Daniel because his assignment could not be canceled by a king. Understand the difference between delay and denial. Delay stretches your faith. Denial suggests my hand is shorter than theirs. My hand is not short. My arm is not weak. My timing is not fragile. Your words must agree with that truth under pressure. I am not asking you to pretend the pressure isn't real. I am training you to carry authority within it. Quiet authority. The kind that does not need an audience to be effective. The kind that looks like composure when overlooked. Like clarity when others are chaotic. Like excellence that keeps showing up even when applause is withheld. Your authority is not loud. It is law. When you align your speech with my decree, you stop feeding resistance and you start starving it. You cut off its oxygen. Some of you have been narrating your delay like it is your destiny. They always pass me over. It never works for me. This company will never see me. Stop. Those sentences are scaffolding the very ceiling you are praying I remove. I am not condemning you. I am correcting you. Your mouth is a gate. I need you to treat it like one. What you permit in your speech becomes what you permit in your atmosphere. What you forbid in your speech begins to weaken in your world. Take another breath. I am with you now. Feel the steadiness entering you. That is not apathy, that is authority. I am placing a watch over your mouth and a guard over your heart. This is the day you stop partnering with the pressure against you. This is the day you break agreement with the lie that people control the door I made for you. They don't. They never did. Do you feel the shift? You are wondering if this really matters. Listen, I framed the worlds by my word. You shape your world with yours. I have already prepared a door for you in this season. It bears your name, not theirs. Your careful words are the escort that will carry you to it without unnecessary warfare. You will learn what to say and what not to say in the moments that provoke you. You will learn to bless what I am building in you instead of cursing it in frustration. You will learn to answer unfairness with excellence, slander with silence, and pressure with precision. Not passivity, precision. Right now, I cancel the verdict of hopelessness that sat over your cubicle. I silence the voice that says, "This is how it will always be." No, that season is ending because you are ending your agreement with it. Say it again in your heart. I will guard my words. Whisper it if you can. Let your spirit hear your mouth. You have just closed a breach. Stay with me through this. I will show you the traps in real time. I will point out the moments where your old sentences try to return. I will nudge you when to speak, and I will cover you when to stay silent. But begin here, now, with this certainty settled deep. They can delay you, but they cannot deny what I decreed. What I approved cannot be blocked by a person, but it can be compromised by careless speech. Not anymore. Not with you. My child, listen to me. I saw every time you were overlooked. I saw the meeting where your slide deck carried the room, but the credit migrated to a louder mouth. I saw the project you stabilized when others went home, the weekends you surrendered to meet a deadline someone else missed, the email you drafted that made the leader look prepared. I saw you say, "Sure, I can take that on," when your body wanted to say, "I'm exhausted." I saw the good job that came like a pat on the head instead of a door to the next level. I saw you wave off praise because it felt safer than asking for what you truly earned. I saw the text you sent to cover a teammate's gap, the cleanup you did after someone else's mess, the night you ate dinner from a vending machine because the work would not release you. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was invisible to me. I counted every quiet yes. When you chose excellence over eye service, I counted it. When you pressed send one more time with clarity and kindness, I counted it. When you stayed behind to make sure the details were right, even though no one would notice the difference but you, I counted it. When you refused to gossip, when you withheld your clapback, when you kept your eyes on the problem and not the person, I counted it. Those quiet yeses were not small. They were weightlifting. They were making you strong in places applause cannot reach. Your spirit learned to carry responsibility without needing a stage to justify the lift. That was me training you for elevation. Do you remember those car prayers in the parking lot? Hands on the wheel, forehead leaning against it for a second before you went in, whispering, "God, do you see me?" I heard every word. I was there in the bathroom stall when you dried your face with rough paper towels and told yourself to pull it together. I counted the tears that fell into your cupped hands at the sink. I was there in the elevator when you fixed your expression so the doors would open to a face ready for war. Not war-torn, I heard the prayer you didn't have language for, just a sigh that said, "Help." I took that whisper as worship. I received it as faith. My child, your invisibility was never your identity. It was a season, not a sentence. You were not being reduced. You were being refined. I hid you for a time so I could add weight to your character without you performing for it. I taught you to navigate complexity without an audience clapping. I taught you to wear integrity like a uniform when recognition was rationed and inconsistent. What you thought was a ceiling was a covering. What you called being passed over was me passing you through a furnace where applause cannot bribe you and offense cannot anchor you. I am not punishing you, I am preparing you. Hear me, you are not a beggar in that building. You are not knocking on doors for scraps of favor. You carry assigned favor. You walk with my name on you, and my presence is not a suggestion. It is authority. Performance reviews can observe your work. They cannot measure your worth. A supervisor's mood can color a day. It cannot paint your destiny. Their ratings are weather. My decree is climate. I created you for this assignment, and I have allocated grace for you to walk it with dignity, composure, and precision. You have wondered, maybe I am just not leadership material. Maybe I am meant to be here behind the scenes forever. My child, the back room was your classroom. The behind-the-scenes season taught you scenes others can't see, how to feel the pulse of a project when it's off rhythm, how to speak without wasting words, how to anchor a meeting with your presence alone. I did not let you starve in invisibility. I fed you discipline, skills, discernment. I gave you the instincts of a builder, not just a performer. You learned to set a table others will later sit at and call theirs. Do you see now? You were rehearsing for rooms that need steadiness more than show. Consider Joseph, who interpreted dreams in a prison before he governed a nation. Consider Daniel, who kept his windows open toward me while counselors plotted, then taught kings what wisdom sounds like. Consider Esther, cloaked and quiet until a moment required voice. Their seasons of hiddenness were not evidence of smallness. They were scaffolding for stature. I have written you into the same lineage of steadiness. The wealth of wisdom you gathered in long days and unseen nights is not a private trophy. It is a public trust I will soon put on display. I have recorded the moments you advocated for others who forgot to advocate for you. I saw the generosity you practiced when you were under-resourced yourself. I saw you choose to believe the best when cynicism promised you comfort for a few minutes. I saw when you took the blame to end a spiral and bought the team another chance at momentum. I counted those as leadership. I counted those as yeses to me. You thought no one kept score when the scoreboard was quiet. I kept score, and I wrote it not in a spreadsheet, but in a story I am authoring for your life. Take another breath. Let this settle. You are not waiting for the room to decide you. I decided you. I called you capable. I called you faithful. I called you favored. Favor is not always noisy. Often it walks in like peace that cannot be rattled, like clarity that cuts through fog, like solutions that arrive in your spirit because you stayed with me when others sprinted with panic. That quiet you have cultivated with me is not emptiness, it is capacity. It makes you bigger on the inside than the pressure outside. This is why I kept you steady under delay, so promotion would not become pressure that breaks you, but a platform that fits you. And my child, hear this clearly. The recent wave of oversight, the odd glitches that exclude your name, the sudden coolness in rooms that used to be warm, these are not the final word. They are the tremors that precede a door. When a door is near, opposition often intensifies to extract careless words and provoke tired narratives. The enemy studies your tells. He remembers the sentences you used to say when you were weary. He will press on those fault lines. He is not creative. He is persistent. The goal is simple. Pull a confession out of your mouth that gives him material to work with. Not this time. So here is what we are doing next. You will not go back into those halls as a victim of moods, but as a steward of favor. You will recognize tactics before you speak into the trap. You will feel the poke and keep your posture. You will hear the bait and choose better language. You will remember that invisibility is not your identity, and you will respond from who you are, not from what you feel in a moment. I will place words in your mouth that are assignments, not reactions. I will nudge you to be quiet when quiet is warfare, and to speak when speech is strategy. Hold steady. Your yeses were not lost. Your tears were not for nothing. Your story has not been small. It has been subterranean, and now roots are ready to push through. You will walk this next stretch with the same quiet authority that carried you through unseen days, and I will confirm you in places that once ignored you. Your invisibility was never your identity. Your steadiness was your training for elevation. Keep breathing with me. We are about to expose the trap before it springs, and your words will not build walls. They will open the door I have already prepared. My child, now that you have breathed and felt my steadiness come upon you, let us name the battlefield in plain sight. The war is not only policy and politics, it is pressure designed to provoke your mouth. It is not just a person's tone, a manager's blind spot, a shifting deadline. It is a coordinated attempt to recruit your tongue against your future. Offense will try to sit in your chest and tell your lips what to say. Fear will script outcomes and beg you to speak them out loud. Rejection will whisper, "They don't want you," and then beg you to declare, "I don't belong here." Weariness will promise relief if you just vent. Understand the play. The pressure is real, but the goal is simple: to make you speak against what I promised. Watch how it happens in real time. You submit work that is strong, and the first feedback you hear is nitpicking wrapped in a cold tone. The goalposts move after you hit them. An email chain you should have been on somehow excludes your name, and you find out in a meeting publicly that we decided without you. A friendly coworker lingers after the meeting, leans in with concern and says, "How are you feeling about what she said? Because if it were me," they are fishing for your complaint. A last-minute change erases your careful planning and shows up at 4:57 p.m. on a Friday, daring you to resent the people who carry keys you don't. A supervisor compliments the room in general and then privately tells you there were a few concerns, but does not specify them until your stomach is tight and your jaw is set. The enemy is not creative, he is persistent. He circles with these moments not to make you miserable, but to make you mouthy in the wrong way. Listen to me. I am not asking you to call evil good or pretend incompetence is excellence. I am training you to recognize recruitment when it knocks. Discernment is calm, not chaotic. It does not make you paranoid, it makes you precise. When that stinging critique lands, label it. Say in your heart, "This is not random, this is resistance." When you see your name missing from the invite, label it. This is not oversight alone, this is bait. When someone invites you into a venting circle masked as processing, label it. This is not care, this is a funnel to drain my authority. The label does not make you a victim, it makes you a watchman. Without the label, you react. With the label, you choose. There is a spiritual physics at work that hell understands and hopes you forget. Some doors open quietly. They do not swing with fanfare. They yield to the one who carries composure and alignment. The enemy cannot close a door I have opened to you, but he will try to get you to slam it yourself with your words. Retaliation feels like relief, but it pays you in regret. Gossip promises community. It buys your influence for the price of a laugh. Despair speech sounds like honesty. It rewrites your future as a rerun of your past. He does not need to own the hinge if he can set your hand on the handle and coach you to shove. My child, feel the difference between information and incitement. Information lands with clarity and gives you options. Incitement lands like heat in your cheeks, a rush to your tongue, a compulsion to text someone right now and say, "Can you believe this?" That is recruitment. When you feel it, pause. Put your shoulders down. Inhale once for my presence. Exhale once for your posture. Say inside, "Not today." My words are under assignment. Do not argue with shadows. Ask me, what is truth here? What is strategy here? I will give you language cooled by wisdom, not stoked by offense. Let me be specific. When you receive sudden criticism in a crowded meeting, your flesh wants defense disguised as clarity. Wisdom often chooses timing. You can say calmly, "I'm open to that feedback. Let's set time to review specifics so I can address them thoroughly." You just refused a brawl and invited a process. When goalposts move, instead of "you always change the scope at the last minute," try "to ensure excellence, I'll need to adjust the timeline or the deliverables. Which is the priority?" You just pulled the conversation out of accusation and into stewardship. When omitted from emails, instead of "why wasn't I included?" put it this way: "For alignment and accountability, please add me to future threads on this topic." You just asked for what is right without arming an argument. This is not cowardice, this is command under pressure. Beware the friendly fisher. They come as allies but carry buckets. They will say, "Off the record, just between us, I'm on your side," and then coax you to pour fresh frustration into a container that will later be lifted against you. Treat those moments like interviews with an agenda. Your peace is the answer. If you need to respond, give them words that feed nothing. "I'm focused on the work and what we can control." Repeat as needed. Offense starves where oxygen is withheld. Gossip dies where hosts refuse to serve it. I am not denying your humanity. I saw the tears, the shakes in your hands after a meeting, the ache in your body that says, "I can't keep doing this." You are not a robot. You are my child. I am not telling you to swallow your emotions and turn stone. I am inviting you to process with me first so that when you speak in rooms, you are not bleeding on your future. I will listen to you fully when you are with me. Rage, disappointments, the sentence that starts with, "It's not fair." Pour it out here. Here is safety. Here is triage. Here I turn your pain into intercession, your anger into insight, your fatigue into strategy. Then you will return to the room with a guarded mouth and a guided mind. Do you feel how peace disarms panic? Do you sense how quiet authority unsettles chaos without a raised voice? Silence in the moment of provocation is not weakness, it is warfare. It confuses the accuser because he prepared for a reaction, not a response. And when response comes, it is clean. It carries weight. It cannot be easily twisted because it was not born in the heat of offense. It was born in counsel with me. Let me give you a picture. See your mouth as a secure gate with a badge reader. Not every feeling holds the credential to pass. Offense walks up waving urgency. Rejection flashes old memories. Fear rattles keys it stole in childhood. Weariness rolls a cart of grievances, all labeled true. The guard at the gate, your renewed mind, asks one question: does this align with what God promised? If not, it waits outside. If yes, it enters with purpose. What passes your lips shapes your lanes. Do not issue emergency badges to emotions that only want to sabotage your floor. You will also see last-minute chaos designed to chip at your restraint. A file goes missing right before delivery. A calendar glitch schedules you double. A leader misstates your data to another department. In those sharp minutes, the enemy will prompt phrases that feel deserved. Every time I get set up. This place is a joke. I'm done trying. Those sentences are cement. They harden around your feet. Instead, breathe and move. Replace the curse with command. We will recover what's needed. I choose excellence under pressure. Show me the next right step. Then do it. This is how you keep doors from swinging shut under your own hand. Hear me again so it marks you. The pressure is real, but the goal is simple. To make you speak against what I promised. Now that you can see the trap, you will not stumble into it. You will label pressure without glorifying it. You will hear bait without biting. You will answer what must be answered and let the rest fall to the ground. And because I love you, I will take you further. We must address the cost of certain phrases, sentences you have said that felt justified, even accurate, but functioned like self-sabotage. Before we go there, say this with me quietly, right where you are. I will not donate my mouth to resistance. My words agree with God. My tone carries peace. My silence is strategic. My speech opens doors. It is settled. My child, because I love you, I will be precise. I will not leave you with generalities. I am going to put light on sentences that have been costing you, phrases that feel like relief when you say them, but function like locks when they leave your lips. Hear me. Careless words turn temporary pressure into permanent limitation. Guard your mouth like a gate. Stop saying they'll never promote me. Stop saying I'm stuck. Stop saying I hate this place. Stop saying my boss is out to get me. Stop saying nothing ever changes. Stop saying I always get overlooked. Stop saying it doesn't matter what I do. Stop saying I can't win with them. Stop saying they only promote favorites. Stop saying my ideas always get stolen. Stop saying I'm just here for the check. Stop saying it is what it is. Stop saying what's the point? These are not harmless summaries, they are scripts. And when you repeat a script, you audition your future to live it. You push back in your heart and whisper, but some of that is true. Listen to me closely. Truth can still be a trap when it is not my truth over you. A moment can be accurate and a sentence about your destiny can still be wrong. Emotions are valid as indicators. They are terrible architects. Pain is real, but pain is not a prophet. When you rehearse your pain as if it is the whole story, your tongue starts building ceilings. You declare a snapshot like it is the blueprint. You take a weather report and call it climate. You felt overlooked this quarter. Do not enthrone that feeling as your identity. You met resistance this week. Do not crown it as ruler over your career. Hear the difference. Information says, I was not included in that meeting. Agreement with limitation says, I'll never be included. Information says, my leader provided unclear feedback. Agreement with limitation says, they are against me and it will always be like this. You are allowed to speak information as data that guides strategy. You are not allowed to decree defeat as if I approved it. I did not. I have the final say. Let me speak plainly to venting culture. The break room feels safer than it is. The hallway hush, the "you good" text, the shared eye roll in the elevator. Bonding through complaint can feel like belonging, but not everyone who listens is safe. Some record your words, some repeat them, some use them as leverage later to question your temperament, your discretion, your leadership readiness. They will quote your frustration in rooms you are not in, and suddenly your gifts must fight rumors your own mouth supplied. My child, they do not have to be malicious to be dangerous. They only have to be careless. Do not give your future to the carelessness of others. You say, but if I don't say it, I will explode. You will not. You will learn to choose a safe outlet that does not mortgage your destiny. Pick one, a journal where you pour unfiltered before me, a prayer walk where your feet get to stomp what your mouth doesn't, or a mentor bound by wisdom and distance from your chain of command. One outlet, not six, not a group chat, not the teammate who loves the thrill of shared outrage. Take your heat to a place that cools you, not a place that converts it into gossip and calls it processing. If you need language, use this with me. Father, this is what happened. This is what I felt. This is what I fear it means. I will hold you. I will sift. I will turn your vent into vision, your anger into insight, your ache into strategy. I must also correct the urge to over-explain. Stop defending yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. Let your fruit speak. There is a time for clarity and documentation. Do not confuse that with begging for agreement from hearts that have already chosen their lens. When you are pulled into a circle where motives are questioned and narratives are set, your long paragraphs will not convert them. They will only offer more material to twist. Your excellence is your argument. Your consistency is your case. Your steadiness is your statement. Use words with precision, not panic. Practically, this means you will choose timing. When provoked, you will not write a novel in the moment. Draft if you must, but do not send. Let your words rest under my eye. Read them again after your heartbeat slows. Ask one question. Do these words build a bridge to the outcome I'm praying for, or do they scorch the path because I want to feel right? If you are angry, delay. If you are shaking, delay. If your jaw is set, delay. Take a breath. Do not answer from a wound. A wounded mouth swings like a hammer and then wonders why everything looks like a nail. I will give you a simple gate protocol. When pressure comes, do 3 things before you speak. Breathe, bless, and bound. Breathe, inhale my presence, exhale the heat. Bless under your breath, say, peace over me, wisdom through me, favor around me. Bound, decide what this conversation is and is not about. Declare inside, I will answer facts, not accusations. I will address outcomes, not egos. Then speak from that frame. You will be surprised how much chaos deflates when it cannot recruit your language. My child, understand also that silence is not passivity. It is strategy, but silence alone is not the goal. I am not muzzling you. I am aligning you. There are moments when your quiet is the sharpest blade in the room. There are moments when a clean, measured sentence carries more authority than a 10-minute defense. Learn to discern the difference. When you sense the demand to explain yourself to win approval, step back. When you sense the nudge to clarify to protect excellence and accountability, step in with calm. I'm happy to provide specifics. Here are the 3 items that will move us forward. Few words, strong spine, soft tone. I will also speak to the sentence you have used as a shield. I'm just being honest. Honesty that partners with hopelessness is not integrity. It is agreement with an old script. Honesty under my spirit sounds different. It tells the truth about a situation while keeping loyalty to the future I promised. It says, we missed the mark here. Here are the adjustments. We can recover. That is clean. That is creative. That speaks as if increase is still possible, because it is. Another guardrail. Do not rehearse conflict in your head and then let your mouth practice it out loud to a coworker. Rehearsal creates grooves. Grooves become ruts. Ruts become roads. Roads become destinations. If you must practice, practice with me. Say, teach me the sentence that protects dignity and progress. I will script your calm. I will teach you to name what must be named without cursing where you are assigned. Assignment is holy even when the environment is messy. Do not curse your field and then wonder why your harvest is thin. Some of you use humor as a vent. Sarcasm feels safer than rage, but it is still a leak. I guess I'll just carry the whole department. Look at me, the resident doormat. Welcome to Clown Company. Those laughs cost you. They train your brain to expect contempt rather than favor. They train your team to roll their eyes at what you are called to transform. Your mouth is too expensive to rent to sneers. I am not scolding you. I am retooling you. I am extracting splinters from your speech so you stop grasping promises with bleeding hands. This is deliverance that looks like discipline. This is love that sounds like order. When you agree with me here, the atmosphere around your desk will shift. Meetings will not suddenly become fair, but you will become unhookable. Your composure will be the confusion of those who traffic in chaos. Your words will carry a weight that makes people pause. Favor loves to rest on mouths that do not betray it. Take a breath with me again. Say quietly where you are. I break agreement with every sentence that cursed my own path. I reclaim my mouth for alignment, not accusation. I will not answer from a wound. My words will not build ceilings, they will open doors. It is settled. And here the bridge into what I will teach you next. Your mouth is not meant to be muted. It is meant to be an instrument. Silence guards. Alignment governs. We are not only stopping phrases that leak authority, we are learning a language that activates favor and excellence. I will put words in you that feed what I promised, not what you fear. We are about to trade complaint for command. Stay with me. My child, now we trade complaint for command. You have closed the leak, now open the line. Your words are not just reports of what is, they are seeds of what will be. I teach you to speak as a governor, not a reactor, not arrogance, authority, not noise, precision. The enemy wants you to narrate your frustration. I am training you to author your outcomes under my favor. When you change your language from complaint to alignment, you stop feeding resistance and you start feeding favor. Hear me. Doors respond to tone. Rooms relax under certain sentences. Leaders recalibrate when a voice of calm stewardship enters. You will become that voice. This is the language of favor and excellence. It does not deny problems, it directs them. It does not announce superiority, it demonstrates mastery. When chaos swirls and others reach for blame, you will reach for framing. Instead of, "This is a mess," you will say, "I'm focused on solutions." Instead of, "They keep moving the goalposts," you will say, "I can handle priority shifts." Let's clarify expectations. Instead of, "No one ever gives clear feedback," you will say, "I'm open to feedback. Please provide specifics so I can address them." Instead of, "Why do they always dump this on me?" you will say, "Thank you for the opportunity. To deliver excellence, here is what I'll need or what must move. Which do you prefer?" Instead of, "Everyone is confused," you will say, "Let's get aligned on desired outcomes and success criteria." Instead of, "They never credit me," you will say, "For visibility and continuity, I'm summarizing the deliverables and owners below." These sentences are not performance. They are spiritual stewardship transcribed into professional speech. They feed the future I approved. Pause and feel the difference. Complaint vents heat. Command sets temperature. Complaint multiplies spectators. Command invites partners. Complaint centers self-pity. Command centers the mission. The room can feel it. Even hidden opposition notices when you speak as one who expects favor because you carry it. You are not asking to be crowned by your peers. You are walking in the royalty of responsibility under my gaze. Let me give you 3 filters for your mouth. Before you speak, ask quietly, is it true? Is it necessary? Is it aligned with the future I'm believing for? Truth without necessity can still be a leak. Necessity without alignment can still be sabotage. If the sentence fails any one of the 3, edit it or silence it. Try it in real time. A leader misstates your numbers. Your truth filter says, correction is needed. Your necessity filter says, this impacts decision-making, address it. Your alignment filter says, correct with honor and clarity that preserves relationship and future influence. So you say, to ensure we're making the best decision, the updated numbers are X. I can send the breakdown after this meeting. That is clean truth, necessary, aligned. You just kept favors trust while protecting excellence. Bless, don't boast. I am not asking you to declare, watch what I'm about to do, or to signal your greatness to silence your insecurity. You don't announce your next move, you prepare it. Humility is not hiding, it is strength under control. Boasting tries to manufacture awe, blessing releases grace. In practice, this means you quietly bless people and processes you could easily curse. Under your breath before a meeting say, I bless this room with clarity and collaboration. Before sending an email that carries weight, say, I bless the readers with wisdom to see the value and the path. When thinking of a leader who frustrates you, say, I bless their decision-making to align with what advances the mission and protects the people. This is not flattery, this is authority. You are choosing to sow peace where strife wants to collect rent. You will also change the pronouns of your speech. Offense speaks from distance, they, them, those people. Command speaks from ownership, I, we, our. Here the pivot, they never set clear goals, becomes, we need clear goals. Here is a draft of objectives and measures for your review. They missed the deadline again, becomes, to protect delivery, I'm proposing a revised schedule with checkpoints. This is not you absorbing blame. This is you absorbing responsibility for stewarding excellence. Favor recognizes that sound and follows it. Let me hand you phrases that carry authority and peace. Try them on your tongue until they feel native. I'm committed to excellence. I'm open to feedback and ready to adjust. I can handle priority shifts. Here's how I'll triage. Let's clarify expectations and define done. Thank you for the opportunity. Here are my next steps. For alignment, summarizing decisions and owners below. To deliver on time and quality, I'll need X. Does that work? I'm focused on solutions and outcomes that serve the whole. I appreciate the perspective. Here is data that supports this path. Let's address facts and scope, not motives. These sentences are not magic tricks. They are rails that keep your train moving when emotions want to derail it. Learn to seed outcomes with questions that steer without strife. Which is the higher priority, speed or thoroughness, given this deadline? What does success look like from your seat? What risk are we most unwilling to carry, and how do we mitigate it? Questions like these honor authority while guiding it toward clarity. They diffuse personalities and elevate purpose. They spare you from 1,000 circular arguments and position you as a builder in rooms starving for substance. Listen, my child. Honor is your insulation. I am not telling you to bow to dysfunction. I am telling you to refuse partnership with offense while you hold your assignment high. Say it with me now, not loud but with weight. I will not partner with offense. I release honor without surrendering my assignment. Again, I will not partner with offense. I release honor without surrendering my assignment. That sentence is a shield. It keeps your heart tender and your hands firm. It silences the hiss that says honor equals weakness. Honor is warfare. It closes the mouth of accusation because you did not feed it with contempt. You will also practice proactive gratitude that opens unseen gates. When an opportunity lands on your desk, even if it arrives messy, say, thank you for the opportunity. Not as groveling, but as a key. Gratitude is not naive. It is strategic. It tells the room, I am not here to fight the assignment. I am here to carry it with quality. Even to yourself, whisper thanks. Thank you for trusting me with this, Father. Gratitude resets your nervous system under my government and releases resourcefulness where panic wanted to reign. I want you to hear how authority sounds under pressure. You enter a meeting where chaos buzzes. You say early, "My aim today is alignment on scope, ownership, and timeline." You are ignored and crosstalk swells. In patience, you repeat, "To land this, we need clarity on scope, ownership, and timeline." Then you propose, "Here is a draft. Scope A, owner B, timeline C." Push back where needed. You did not argue, you architected. Watch how rooms bend toward the one who offers structure without ego. This is the scent of leadership. Favor finds it and rests. You will also practice declare, then deliver. Declare cleanly what you will do, then do it. I will deliver the first draft by Wednesday at noon with assumptions noted. Deliver it. I will follow up with a risk summary and mitigation plan by end of day. Deliver it. Heaven moves on clean commitments. Earth follows. This rhythm builds a reputation that speaks when you are silent, and your name begins to travel in rooms you have not entered. Your boss can delay what I decree, but they cannot deny the weight of consistent excellence escorted by aligned words. Guard against the urge to pre-announce the promotion, the shift, the new role, the exit, the negotiation, as if saying it publicly makes it real. Bless, don't boast. Build it quietly. Prepare your case. Sharpen your language. Document your wins. Identify gaps you've closed and the value you generate. Then, at the right time, speak with calm authority. Based on outcomes A, B, and C, and the expanded scope I'm carrying, I'd like to discuss title and compensation alignment. Few words, firm ground, no theatrics. Fruit on the table, I am with you in that room. Now add this internal liturgy each morning before you log on or step into the building. My words are under assignment. I speak outcomes, not outbursts. I bless where I could boast. I ask clean questions. I declare what I will deliver. I honor without surrendering my assignment. I choose sentences that fit the future I'm walking into. Say it until it sits in your bones. Feel the atmosphere already shifting around you as we talk. That is not imagination. That is alignment pulling reality into order. Remember this law. Rooms respond to your posture before they respond to your plan. We have trained your language. Now we must shape your bearing, because your posture is a prophecy too. The next thing I will teach you is how to walk in quiet authority that needs no permission to carry my favor. But for now, seal this with me. I choose command over complaint. I choose alignment over reaction. I choose sentences that serve my future. It is settled. My child, now we shape your bearing. We trained your language. Now I train your presence. Hear me. Favor is not noise. It is presence, consistency, and obedience that cannot be argued with. You do not need permission to carry what I placed on you. Walk in quiet authority, not loud, not insecure, steady, timely, accurate. You arrive prepared. You document well. You communicate clearly. Your calm is not emptiness. It is evidence that you are anchored to a word that outruns the volatility of a room. Take a breath. Set your shoulders down. Lengthen your exhale. Quiet authority begins before you speak. Do not let their mood become your mirror. Do not let one meeting rewrite your identity. You are not a thermometer reacting to heat. You are a thermostat setting temperature. If a leader storms in carrying weather, you will not catch their storm. Under your breath, you will say, "Peace over me, wisdom through me, favor around me." Then you will answer facts, not tone. This is not passivity. This is mastery under my hand. Here is what quiet authority looks like in practice. You arrive with the brief already read and annotated. You carry the numbers, not vibes. Your notes are crisp. Your summaries are one page. You send a follow-up that captures decisions, owners, and dates. For alignment, capturing next steps. I own A by Wednesday 12 p.m. B depends on C, owned by D. Risks, E and F, mitigations proposed below. When you write like this, you do not perform for attention. You build trust by making others' work easier. Quiet authority is gravity. It pulls chaos into order without shouting at it. Emotional regulation is your shield. The enemy will try to use adrenaline to hijack your mouth and posture. He will whisper, "If you don't react now, you'll be steamrolled." Lies. Reactivity is not strength, it is surrender to provocation. You will practice the gate we built. Breathe. Bless, bound. Breathe to reclaim your body. Bless to reclaim the room. Bound to reclaim the scope. Then speak from the frame you chose, not the frame chaos offered. If you tremble, delay. If you burn, cool. Do not let pain volunteer for the microphone. Learn strategic humility. Humility is not hiding your gift. It is letting excellence speak while you steward outcomes. Ask the right questions that guide without grandstanding. Given current capacity, which deliverables are mission critical this week? To ensure success, what does done look like from each stakeholder's seat? If we must choose, are we optimizing for speed or quality in this phase? These questions disarm egos because they honor purpose. Then confirm priorities in writing. Confirming priorities per today's conversation. 1. Launch X. 2. Stabilize Y. 3. Draft Z. I'll deliver X by Thursday 10 a.m. and send a checkpoint on Y by end of day. Excellence becomes your witness. You don't argue for your value, you create artifacts that prove it. Do not confuse volume with weight. Quiet authority carries weight because it is consistent. It shows up on time. It closes loops. It owns misses and corrects them without excuse. It protects boundaries without drama. Watch. To deliver this with excellence, I can move Project A to Friday, or we can adjust the scope on B. Which do you prefer? That is not defiance. That is stewardship. You are not saying no to be difficult. You are governing your assignment to guard quality. Heaven recognizes that tone, and so do wise leaders. Some will sense your capacity and test your edges. When leadership notices your steadiness, they may press to see if your boundary holds. A last-minute request, a credit that goes missing, a meeting where you are sidelined. Do not internalize this as rejection. Recognize it as instruction. Say with me now, even softly, I am not intimidated, I am instructed. Again, I am not intimidated, I am instructed. Instruction means you clarify, you frame, you choose response over reaction. Happy to support. Given the 24-hour window, here is a version we can deliver with integrity. For the full build, we'll need 72 hours. Which timeline should we target? You just taught them how to treat your time without accusation. That is authority. Do not let one meeting rename you. Your identity is not decided by a calendar invite, a title on a slide, or a seat at a table. Your name is written in my book, and your assignment is under my government. If you are ignored, you will not sulk. You will serve impeccably where your hand can reach and let your results knock on doors you are not yet invited through. If a leader speaks over you, you will not raise your volume to win the moment and lose the long game. You will reclaim the thread with calm. To close the loop on my earlier point, the risk profile changes if we few words, firm spine, steady eyes. Your body is part of your message. Unclench your jaw, soften your face, sit with an open but grounded posture. Keep your voice in a lower, slower register when pressure spikes. Use silence to let your words land. Quiet authority does not rush to fill blank space with nervous explanations. It lets clarity echo. It holds eye contact to communicate presence without challenge. It nods to acknowledge, not to surrender truth. It thanks people without flattery and corrects with dignity. Appreciate the input. For accuracy, the data shows. Carry this operational cadence. Observe, orient, decide, deliver, document. Observe without panic, orient to mission and constraints. Decide cleanly, deliver on time. Document with clarity so memory cannot be weaponized later. Documentation is not defensiveness. It is kindness to your future. It keeps rooms honest when stories drift and emotions color facts. Quiet authority is diligent about receipts without being suspicious. It honors people while remembering that clarity is mercy. My child, you do not need a title to carry favor. Favor will borrow whatever seat you occupy and make it fruitful. Your boss can delay what I approved, but they cannot unmake the path that consistency and alignment carve. When you walk like this, you become inconvenient to lies. You become expensive to ignore. Your calm unsettles confusion because it cannot recruit you. Even resistance will begin to reroute around you because drama cannot find a handle. Guard your assignment from martyrdom disguised as excellence. Not every fire is yours to fight. Ask yourself 3 centering questions before you leap. Is this my decision to make? Is this my highest value contribution right now? Does this help us land the commitment I declared? If the answer is no, you will not volunteer your peace to chaos. You will point to the owner, offer a clean assist, and return to your lane. This is not small thinking. This is disciplined dominion. Favor is efficient. When you need to assert a boundary, carry both courage and courtesy. I won't be able to join last minute today. I'm heads down on the deliverable we committed for tomorrow. If it's critical, I can pause for 15 minutes now, or we can schedule first thing in the morning. This teaches people that your time is organized around outcomes, not around panic. When credit is misplaced, you will not explode. You will log the work publicly, kindly, capturing contributions for visibility. X led discovery. I handled analysis and synthesis. Y delivered design. Let excellence become your witness. I will be your vindication. Say this with me now, gently but with resolve. I carry favor. I move in quiet authority. I am a thermostat, not a thermometer. My results speak. My posture is prophecy. It is settled. Feel the steadiness rise in you as you speak. That is not fantasy. That is alignment doing its work. I tell you again so you cannot forget. You do not need permission to carry my favor. Walk into rooms as one already approved by heaven, stewarding what I gave with clean hands and a clear mouth. You are not merely surviving their environment. You are maturing for a door they cannot touch. In a moment, I will show you what I have already prepared beyond their reach. For now, stand up on the inside. Shoulders down, breath slow, words few. Presence weighty, quiet authority is upon you, and it will not fail. My child, take a breath. Close your eyes, slow your shoulders. Let the noise slide off like rain off a roof I built. I am here. I am speaking. I promise to show you what I have already prepared beyond their reach, and I am doing it now. Do not strain. Receive. Inhale my peace. Exhale every headline of fear. Again, now, see with me. It is morning and it is not frantic. The light is soft and kind across your floor. Your body wakes without the jolt of dread. You hear a sound, not alarm but gentleness. The air in your space feels clean. Your mind is clear. There is a kettle singing in the kitchen. You walk there without rushing. Your breath does not race to meet problems you have not yet seen. The coffee is warm in your hands, and you taste provision that doesn't shame you. You do not calculate which bill to delay. You do not scan emails with a clenched jaw. You are present, grounded. Favor has rewritten your mornings. Look at your calendar. There is order, there is margin, there is purpose, there is dignity. The meetings that used to humiliate you are no longer on your day. The prioritized work in front of you fits your design. Your contribution is clear. Your voice is requested, not tolerated. Feel that relief in your chest? That is not fantasy. That is alignment bearing fruit. Now, let me show you the emblem I gave you before. Close your eyes deeper and look. White walls washed in morning, large windows opening to endless blue. The sound of waves, steady, rhythmic, faithful. You step onto the cool floor and the breeze carries salt and promise. A table waits with sunlight draped across it. Laughter echoes in another room. This is the beach house I showed you, a real address in the physical realm. Not imagination, not hype. This is prophecy. This house exists, and it carries your name, because legacy is my language with you. I do not tease my children. Now turn from the ocean and walk with me into a study inside that house. There is a desk of clean wood. On it lies a folder with your name, not scribbled but printed with weight. Open it. You see an offer letter with a title that honors your capacity. There is a clean number there, compensation that cancels the fear of thin margins without demanding your soul. There is a start date already set. There is a requisition ID. There is a budget code secured. This is not imagination. This is not hype. This is prophecy. I have prepared a door they cannot control. Some of you will see a hallway instead. Follow it. The walls are lined with quiet excellence you have built. You arrive at a door, brushed steel handle, sturdy frame. Your name on the placard. Tap your badge. Hear the soft, unquestioned chime of access granted. The hinge moves without squeal or spectacle. You step in. There is a window with morning light, a desk that fits the scope of your assignment, a team that greets you with eyes that say, "We are grateful you're here." Your chair holds your back like I hold your future, steady, exact. Your laptop opens to a calendar that respects your capacity. The first email you read is not a crisis disguised as opportunity. It is a clear brief with an owner who honors boundaries. You feel respect without performance. You feel provision that is clean. This is the door. I am not building this door while you wait. I have built it and I have timed your arrival. Your current boss can move a meeting, postpone a conversation, withhold credit for a season, but they cannot bolt a door I commissioned. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. I open and no one shuts. I shut and no one opens. Hear me say this as a seal over your nervous system. Their signature is not sovereign, mine is. Let the vision sink beneath your skin. See the numbers change, not as lottery, but as justice. See your bank account absorb your bills without a fight. See groceries paid without apology. See rent or mortgage handled on time with cushion. See debt decrement month after month, then gone. See savings grow like a shield. See generosity rise from you without the ache of self-neglect. See your child's face when you say yes to what used to cost too much. See therapy paid. See a weekend trip taken without dread. See you sleeping, actually sleeping, unafraid of the 3 a.m. math. This is larger than bills. This is legacy. The anxiety that haunted your family line is not your inheritance. The scarcity story that sat at your childhood table, taking second helpings while you went without, is not welcome in this house or in this role. I am breaking a pattern through you, not just giving you a raise. Your children will not carry your same stress. Your descendants will inherit stability, peace that remembers how it arrived and multiplies it. Some of you see not a desk, but a contract, pages initialized, countersigned, a client that honors scope and pays on time. You see milestones with dignified numbers. You see an email that says, "We'd like to extend." You see clean terms, net 15, not net whenever. You see a new lane that uses your gift without exploiting your heart. The address is not only a building, it is a docket with your name. Again I say, this is not imagination. This is not hype. This is prophecy. Do you feel the steadiness rising? That is not adrenaline. That is recognition. Your spirit knows when truth brushes it. Some of you just felt tears without sadness. That is release. I am drying the insult of delay with the honor of prepared timing. I saw the mornings you woke early to carry teams that forgot your name. I counted the quiet yeses when you did not quit. I tallied the days you refused to partner with offense. Those yeses were not wasted. They were lumber for this door. Now, I need you to do the other half of this miracle. See it and then steward it. Doors I prepare are not fragile, but your access to them can be compromised by careless speech. Your mouth is either the doorman or the thief. Protect this with how you talk and with whom you talk. The fastest way people leak what is sacred is through the wrong conversations. Do not narrate this door to ears that secretly hope you stay stuck. Do not vent this vision into rooms that feed on confusion. Do not advertise what is holy to audiences who trade in envy. Guard your blueprint from scavengers who repurpose it into gossip. Hear me. Revealing too soon is a form of sabotage. You do not put a seed on the sidewalk to prove it exists. You plant it in guarded soil. You water it with aligned words. You let roots form where no one can peek. This is how you steward what I approve. You say little and build much. You bless rooms that do not yet know they will bless you. You speak to me more than you speak to them. You turn acquisition into intercession. This is how you carry destiny without dropping it in a hallway of small talk. I will give you signs inside your current day that this door is near, and when they come, you will thank me privately and continue steadily. A leader who never noticed you will use your phrase. An email will arrive with language I gave you in prayer. A recruiter will surface with a role that matches the vision on your desk. An internal role will quietly open with requirements you already carry. Do not rush. Do not boast. Bless, prepare, document, move when I nod. Your job is not to batter the door with anxiety. Your job is to keep your mouth aligned and your hands diligent until timing and access kiss. Look again at the door. See the number on the frame. Memorize it, its feel, its weight, its peace. Whisper even now under your breath, I see the door, I receive the door, I will steward the door. Not loud, not for show. A covenant between us. As you say it, notice how your back straightens inside. That is governance clothing you. Carry it quietly. And because I am your father, I must counsel your boundaries before you re-enter the day. Not everyone at work deserves access to your future. This is not cruelty, this is wisdom. You will not invite saboteurs into your nursery. You will not rehearse sacred details in shared kitchens of complaint. You will not process prophetic direction with partners in offense. Honor everyone, trust selectively. Let fruit, not feelings, decide who hears what and when. The next thing I will teach you is how to control access with love, how to guard your speech and curate your circle so this door opens on time and stays open. For now, breathe again. Feel the breeze through that open window. Taste the clean provision. Hear the waves marking time that is not at the mercy of a moody calendar. See the folder, see the desk, see the contract, see the door. I have already prepared it. It stands where no human hand can lock you out. Your boss can delay your timeline for a moment, but they cannot deny what I approved in eternity. Walk toward it in quiet authority. Speak like a trustee. Move like an heir. Guard your mouth. Guard your circle. Steward what you saw, and it will meet you in the natural. It is settled. My child, lean in. Hear me with love and with steel. Not everyone at work deserves access to your future. Honor everyone. But do not open your vault to every smile, every "how's it going?" when what you carry is a key. You are close to breakthrough, and closeness creates a pressure to talk. You want to share the relief. Prove to yourself this is real. Gather congratulations to soothe old wounds. I see that ache. I do not shame it. I shepherd it. Because while celebration is holy, premature exposure is sabotage. Jealousy listens for headlines. Gossip hunts for half-formed stories. The enemy is looking for a mouth, not a miracle, to turn your momentum into a spectacle. Recognize the vulnerability of this moment. When you can feel the door, your tongue gets itchy. You start hinting. You drop breadcrumbs in meetings. Big things coming. Pray for me. Interview tomorrow. Finally got that certification. I'm up next. My child, listen. Reserve your yeses. Hold your process. You do not owe your hallway an update. You are not required to narrate your next to people who have not earned the right to steward it. You don't protect your future by fighting people. You protect it by controlling access and guarding speech. Learn Joseph wisdom. The dream is real. The promotion is real. The authority is real. But not every ear is safe, and not every moment is mature. Timing is protection. Joseph's dream was accurate, but his audience was not prepared. The dream did not fail. Disclosure did. Do not volunteer your vision into rooms still negotiating their own insecurity. Do not invite interpretations from those who profit from you staying small. You are not hiding. You are incubating. You are not secretive. You are strategic. Seeds cannot survive on the sidewalk. Here are guardrails, and I want you to practice them until they are reflex. Stop announcing applications. Stop announcing interviews. Stop posting hints that spray your process into timelines and kitchens of complaint. Stop detailing certifications you just earned to co-workers who have treated your development like a threat. Save milestones for vetted counsel and for prayer. Vetted counsel means this: fruit over familiarity, character over charisma, history over hype. Ask 3 questions of an ear before you entrust your future to it. Do they keep other people's confidences without leaking? Does their advice cost them something, or do they play safe from the bleachers? When I blessed them, did they celebrate without comparison? If you cannot answer yes, they do not carry the weight of your details. When colleagues fish for updates, respond with boundaries that honor them without hiring them as stewards of your destiny. Try this: I keep my process private, but I appreciate your support. I'll share outcomes when they're settled. Right now, I'm focused on delivering here with excellence. Clean, respectful, closed. You do not need to defend the boundary. You do not owe a play-by-play. Silence is not suspicion, it is stewardship. And when the moment is right, the right ears will hear, and they will hear it from you, not from a rumor that devalues what heaven did. We must also address spiritual leakage, the jokes you've been making to take the edge off hope, so it can't hurt you if it delays. Watch me mess this up. Knowing my luck, I always get the short end. These are not harmless. They catechize your spirit into smallness. They train your colleagues to treat you as the person who drops the ball. They educate the room to expect your ceiling. You are crafting your own narrative with throwaway lines and then wondering why the room hands that narrative back to you. My child, stop rehearsing failure as comedy. Stop softening hope with cynicism. Stop baptizing fear as realism. Your mouth is either building a runway or scattering gravel across it. Replace leakage with alignment that is quiet and believable to your own nervous system. Not boasting, not pretending, alignment. I'm prepared for what I'm carrying. I finish what I start. I deliver quality on time. I guard what matters. Say these under your breath when the urge to self-deprecate rises. You are weaning your heart off cheap protection and feeding it truth. If someone tries to draw you into a chorus of, "This place never promotes us," hold your ground without contempt. I focus on what I can steward. My work will speak. Few words, no contempt. You just starved a demonic choir. Guard your conversions. Don't convert sacred strategy into small talk. Don't convert prayer directives into gossip disguised as seeking advice. Don't convert holy beginnings into pressure performances by inviting an audience too early. Keep your calendar moves between you and me and the council I assign until signatures dry and seats are warm. Keep your preparation off the stage while it is still forming spine. Prepare in plain sight, but do not narrate it. Excellence is visible. Strategy can be quiet. Practical boundaries for the next weeks. When you apply, tell me, not the room. When you interview, tell one counsel who has proven confidentiality and intercedes more than they opine. When you earn a certification, document it in the right systems and let your work leverage it before your mouth advertises it. When a recruiter reaches out, schedule your time without explaining your lunch block to people who have not earned that layer of your life. If asked, "Where are you headed?" answer simply, "Taking care of something." You are not evasive. You are wise. Protect your digital gates. Do not like, post, comment your process in places your coworkers scroll. Remove the confessional captions that invite premature opinions. Do not DM your future to someone who screenshots for sport. Your upgrades are not content, they are covenant. Treat them like assets, not anecdotes. And in group chats where sarcasm reigns, excuse yourself or drain the fuel. I'm keeping my words clean. If they mock you, bless them. If they push you, smile and pivot. Their push is not your cue to perform. Their misunderstanding is not your assignment to correct. I am not asking you to become closed and cold. I am asking you to become curated and warm. Hospitality for people, access for stewards, big heart, tight gates. You can laugh at lunch and keep destiny off the table. You can be a team player without being a bulletin board. You can honor leadership without handing them a map of rooms I have not cleared them to enter. Hear me again. You don't protect your future by fighting people. You protect it by controlling access and guarding speech. When you live like this, you remove handles the enemy uses to swing you against yourself. You starve jealousy. You bore gossip. You feed favor with the food it likes. Quiet obedience, consistent results, words that match my decree. With boundaries in place, your spirit becomes a vault and your presence becomes a sign. Rooms adjust, timelines line up, doors stop creaking and start clicking. Take a breath. Feel how dignity settles when you choose restraint. That is me clothing you. In a moment, I will put a key in your mouth, precise words you will speak that align heaven and earth over your workplace. But a key without a lock is wasted, and boundaries are the lock that key requires. Guard your gates now, and when you speak what I give you next, it will not echo into chaos. It will land in authority, turn in peace, and open what I already approved. It is settled. My child, take a breath. Sit or stand with dignity. Shoulders soft, back long, chin level, hands open, not clenched. Breathe in peace, breathe out pressure. Do not whisper this. Do not mumble this like a secret you are ashamed to carry. Say it out loud, calm tone, clear authority. This is not hype, this is prophecy. I am putting a key in your mouth. Aligned words are keys. When you speak with faith and restraint, you unlock what I already approved. Repeat after me, and let your own ears hear your own courage. Say, I am not delayed, I am directed. Say it again, I am not delayed, I am directed. One more time so your nervous system believes it. I am not delayed, I am directed. Now say, no weapon formed against my assignment will prosper. Again, no weapon formed against my assignment will prosper. Once more, with steadiness, not strain. No weapon formed against my assignment will prosper. Say, I will not speak despair over my days. Again, I will not speak despair over my days. One more time, I will not speak despair over my days. Now declare this over your work. Favor is on my work and peace is on my mind. Again, favor is on my work and peace is on my mind. Once more, favor is on my work and peace is on my mind. Speak to rooms you do not control. Say, my name will be mentioned in rooms I'm not in. Again, my name will be mentioned in rooms I'm not in. Say, the right leader will recognize what you placed on me. Again, the right leader will recognize what you placed on me. Say, I will be positioned where my gifts are rewarded. Again, I will be positioned where my gifts are rewarded. Now align your character with your calling. Say, keep me excellent, keep me humble, keep me accurate. Let my integrity be my shield. Again, keep me excellent, keep me humble, keep me accurate. Let my integrity be my shield. Guard your gates with your own decree. Say, I set a watch over my mouth. I refuse careless speech. Again, I set a watch over my mouth. I refuse careless speech. Say, I trade complaint for command. My words serve my future. Again, I trade complaint for command. My words serve my future. Say, I bless and do not curse. I honor and do not gossip. I carry quiet authority. Again, I bless and do not curse. I honor and do not gossip. I carry quiet authority. Say, I am trusted with confidential things. I steward sacred details wisely. Again, I am trusted with confidential things. I steward sacred details wisely. Say, I deliver excellence on time. I am recognized for consistent results. Again, I deliver excellence on time. I am recognized for consistent results. Say, the pressure will not provoke my mouth. My spirit is governed. My tone is clean. Again, the pressure will not provoke my mouth. My spirit is governed. My tone is clean. Say, delays do not define me. Decisions made against me cannot deny me. My steps are ordered. Again, delays do not define me. Decisions made against me cannot deny me. My steps are ordered. Say, I carry favor into every meeting. I carry peace into every deadline. I carry clarity into every conversation. Again, I carry favor into every meeting. I carry peace into every deadline. I carry clarity into every conversation. Now declare over leadership and structure. Say, I am seen without striving. I am valued without begging. I am advanced without compromise. Again, I am seen without striving. I am valued without begging. I am advanced without compromise. Say, the metrics will align with my impact. The budgets will include my name. The opportunities will arrive on time. Again, the metrics will align with my impact. The budgets will include my name. The opportunities will arrive on time. Say, I do not audition for tables I was sent to lead. I do not shrink to soothe insecurity. I stand in quiet strength. Again, I do not audition for tables I was sent to lead. I do not shrink to soothe insecurity. I stand in quiet strength. Say, my preparation is a prophecy. My diligence is a door. My restraint is a shield. Again, my preparation is a prophecy. My diligence is a door. My restraint is a shield. Now speak to the spirit of fear that circles your cubicle, your calendar, your inbox. Say, fear, you do not narrate my future. Offense, you do not hire my mouth. Cynicism, you have no seat at my desk. Again, fear, you do not narrate my future. Offense, you do not hire my mouth. Cynicism, you have no seat at my desk. Say, I choose hope without naivety. I choose wisdom without paranoia. I choose courage under pressure. Again, I choose hope without naivety. I choose wisdom without paranoia. I choose courage under pressure. Say, I speak only what agrees with God's decree over me. My words open what He approved. My silence guards what He is growing. Again, I speak only what agrees with God's decree over me. My words open what He approved. My silence guards what He is growing. Now seal these lines with a simple covenant. Place your hand over your chest. Breathe. Say, I receive the door God prepared. I will not forfeit it with my mouth. I will walk in quiet authority. Again, I receive the door God prepared. I will not forfeit it with my mouth. I will walk in quiet authority. My child, I am listening to your voice, and I am confirming what you have spoken in alignment. Heaven agrees with agreement that carries restraint. You just fed favor and starved resistance. You just took your mouth out of the enemy's employment. Keep these words near. Put them in your notes. Whisper them before you enter a meeting. Speak them in your car. Say them while you wait for an email. Not as magic, but as governance. You are training your inner world to match what I decreed. And now for your public act of faith that marks this moment in time, I want you to write one line as a seed. In the comments, type these exact words. What God approved for me cannot be blocked. Do it as a sign between us. Put it where your own eyes will see your agreement, and let that line be the gentle boundary that keeps you from leaking details. You are not typing gossip, you are typing governance. What God approved for me cannot be blocked. Hear me. Declarations align you. Prayer seals you. You have aligned. Now receive the seal. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. I place my hand over your mouth, not to silence your courage, but to protect your future. I break the spirit of fear that pushes you to over-explain. I break the spirit of offense that tries to hire your tongue when you are provoked. I break the habit of reckless speech that turns pressure into prophecy against yourself. I wash old narratives out of your mouth, words you borrowed from wounded rooms, phrases you learned to survive smallness. Let them go now. I cut them at the root. I anoint your lips with wisdom. I set a watch on your tongue. From this day, you will feel a holy pause before you speak in charged moments. That pause is not hesitation, it is protection. Use it. I send peace into your nervous system. Peace that steadies your tone in hard meetings. Peace that anchors you when a deadline swells. Peace that refuses to be theatrical. I assign angels to the corridors where decisions about you are made, and I send favor ahead of your name so that when it is mentioned, it is wrapped in accuracy and honor. I recalibrate your hearing so that flattery does not seduce you and criticism does not shrink you. I clothe you in quiet authority. Let your presence answer questions your mouth no longer needs to. Now say amen to what I am sealing. Out loud as a person of covenant, say, Amen. It is so. Again, Amen. It is so. One more time, Amen. It is so. My child, keep this pattern. When pressure rises, do not narrate panic, declare alignment. When you are tempted to vent, choose one of these keys and turn it softly. When you are prodded for updates, let your boundary speak. Your boss can manage calendars. I manage destinies. Your mouth just agreed with mine. Walk back into your work with the assurance that your words will escort you to the door I prepared. Favor is on your work and peace is on your mind. It is settled. My child, be still under my hand. Breathe. The trembling you feel is not weakness. It is release. Hear me. When I heal the wound behind your words, you stop bleeding on your future. Today, I touch the places that taught your mouth to defend what I already secured. Today, I reach past performance, past the meeting where they cut you down in front of a room, past the email that misrepresented you, past the season where invisibility felt like a verdict. I am not here to scold you for how you survived. I am here to end the reasons you had to. Father, hear my prayer over this one you love. Seal their mouth and set a watch over their spirit. Wash the tongue that learned to swing like a sword just to be seen. Cleanse the palate of their heart that grew used to the taste of bitterness. Pull out the splinters of humiliation, those small, sharp memories that make their voice shake and their tone harden. Pour your oil into the bruises left by comparison. Uproot the lie that they must be loud to be safe. Where shame wrote scripts that say, "Prove yourself," I erase those lines. Where the need for validation has been a leash, I cut it now. I break the agreement with fear. I break the agreement with rejection. I break the agreement with offense. I cancel every word they spoke in pain that contradicted your promise. Words like, "I'll always be overlooked." They never choose people like me. I guess I'm not leader material. If I don't clap back, they'll walk over me. I pull these sentences up by the root and cast them into the fire. I release the counter-decree. They are seen without striving. They are chosen without begging. They are advanced without compromise. Their meekness is not weakness, it is power under governance. Father, I ask for cleansing at the source. Go to the earliest memories that trained their nervous system to brace before they speak. Heal the classrooms, the kitchens, the cubicles. Heal the moment when they spoke truth and were laughed at. Heal the meeting where they offered a solution and were ignored, then watched someone else repeat it and be praised. Heal the sting of stolen credit. Heal the ache of anniversaries where promises were extended and then evaporated. Heal the aftertaste of sacrifices dismissed, where humiliation carved pathways of sarcasm and secrecy. Rewire them with dignity and simplicity. Where anger has been their armor, teach their soul to wear peace without becoming passive. Turn off the looping replay that rehearses comebacks they never said. Turn down the internal commentary that narrates threat where there is only a task. Let their inner world be quieted and ordered. Give them the grace of holy restraint. Place in their mouth the right sentence at the right time. Give them the wisdom to know that not every truth belongs in every room, and not every room deserves every truth. Teach them the art of timing, when to answer, when to ask a question, when to table a point, when to close a laptop and return to it with clarity. Let clarity become their companion in every meeting. Clarity of purpose, clarity of role, clarity of outcome. Release over them a spirit of counsel and might, knowledge and the fear of the Lord, so that their words carry weight without volume. Make them efficient with speech and abundant with fruit. I ask for favor with the right decision makers, not the loudest, not the trendiest, those with authority and integrity. Let their name be wrapped in accuracy when it travels. Let the data underline their diligence. Let the metrics finally mirror their impact. Align calendars, budgets, and opportunities with your decree. Where a boss can delay a meeting, do not allow them to deny what heaven approved. Place your yes beneath every earthly maybe. Move the hearts of leaders like water in your hand. Protect them, Father, from gossip traps and manipulative conversations. Close the door to confessions disguised as camaraderie. Expose leading questions meant to bait them into slander. Remove the urge to be the inside voice that people go to for dirt. Make their countenance a boundary and their silence a sermon. If a colleague fishes for information, give them the phrase that is both truthful and closed. If flattery tries to loosen their gates, let discernment cut the line. If criticism tries to shrink them, let accuracy steady their posture. Let their presence drain the power of triangulation. Let people learn. This one does not carry tales. This one carries light. Guard their devices as gates. Hold their fingers back from sending what their spirit will regret. Place a holy pause over the send button. If anger surges, let a draft save, but not deliver. If exhaustion twists tone, Insert rest before reply. If sarcasm tries to leak into a thread, wash it out before it stains. Give them templates of honor they can reach for under pressure. Teach them the discipline of review, the humility of edit, the wisdom of waiting 10 minutes that feel like a year and save a year of repair. Appoint angels at the entrance of their thumbs and tongues. Let nothing forged in heat become a permanent record against their future. I dismantle inner vows they made for survival that now sabotage destiny. Vows like, I'll never need anyone. I'll keep receipts and use them when it benefits me. I'll always say less so no one can hurt me again. I'll explode before I let you embarrass me. I renounce these vows and replace them with covenant. They will need the right ones and be safe with them. They will keep confidences as worship, not as weapon. They will speak precisely and boldly when you send them. They will be unprovocable because they are unowned by offense. I command residue to lift off. Residue of old bosses who belittled, peers who betrayed, leaders who apologized in private and criticized in public. Remove the hooks those words left in their identity. Break the cycle of scanning rooms to predict harm. Give them a face that is at rest. Give them eyes that see solutions. Give them a tone that transmits safety. Let their body learn to stand in rooms where they once shrank. Let their hands do steady work while you move silent doors. Father, end the addiction to applause. Break the craving for immediate validation. Detox the places where likes and quick praise have become little idols. Satisfy that appetite with your approval, which cannot be negotiated and does not expire. Teach them to recognize your nod in the quiet, how the peace sits heavier after a faithful choice, how the air brightens when they agree with truth. Let their private obedience be their loudest success. Now I place a seal over their mouth, honey and fire. Honey to make their words gracious, fire to make their words pure. I anoint their lips with oil for restraint, and their tongue with authority for assignment. I set a watch over their spirit, angels stationed at the gates of thought, attention, and tone. Let their inner weather be governed. No more sudden storms that turn small irritations into thunder. No more drafts that chill courage. A settled climate where hope can grow sturdy and decisions can be made in clear air. Hear me, my child. Agreements are breaking now. Fear is losing its lease. Rejection is being evicted. Offense is forfeiting its claim. Breathe in, breathe out. You will notice the difference. Where you used to race toward an explanation, you will pause and choose accuracy. Where you used to retaliate, you will pivot to excellence. Where you used to narrate defeat, you will announce direction. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed, but careless speech can slow what should be swift. That will not be your story, not now, not next. Father, give them small signals to practice with before the larger tests arrive. A question they answer with one sentence instead of 10. An email they revise until it is crisp and kind. A meeting where they decide to honor a leader they dislike by delivering excellent outcomes. Reward these small obediences with disproportionate peace. Let them taste the fruit of restraint until their appetite changes permanently. I seal this prayer with authority. The cleaning has begun, the guard is set, the agreements are broken, the replacements are installed. Their mouth will be a door, not a drain. Their spirit will be a city with walls and wells, protected, resourced, at peace. Say amen again, one more time. It is so. Now lift your head. Prayer is not the end. Watchfulness is next. I will teach you how to move when provocation hits in real time. You will not be surprised. You will be governed. You will have a protocol that turns pressure into promotion. Breathe. Walk with me into what comes next. It is settled. My child, listen to me now, because tomorrow will come fast, and the test will not knock politely. Your breakthrough is not only about what you can endure, it is about how you respond when provoked. The enemy will not waste bullets on random noise. He aims at your mouth because he knows your words can build a bridge or burn one. I am giving you a simple governance, a 3-step protocol you can carry into any room, any email, any meeting. Do these 3 things before you speak, and you will turn pressure into promotion. First, pause and breathe. Interrupt adrenaline. When you feel heat rising in your chest, that is not your cue to perform. It is your signal to pray. Breathe in peace. Breathe out pressure. Inhale to a slow count. Exhale longer than you inhale. Drop your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Place your tongue at the roof of your mouth to quiet your tone. Under your breath say, "Father, govern my tone." I am with you in that pause. The holy pause is not passivity, it is protection. A 30-second breath can save a 30-day repair. When someone misstates your work in a meeting, when a last-minute demand lands in your inbox, when sarcasm hits your thread, do not rush to fix the room with noise. Breathe. I will steady your nervous system. Your face does not need to preach. Your breath will buy your spirit time to choose wisdom. Second, ask one clarifying question. Move from emotion to facts. A single clean question can drain the power from provocation. Use a soft start and a firm boundary. Soft start means respect. Firm boundary means precision. Try these lines and let your voice be calm, not clipped. Say, "Can you clarify the priority and deadline?" Say, "I want to make sure I'm aligned. What does success look like?" Say, "To hit this, should I pause what I'm doing on Project X? Which should lead?" If someone gives you vague critique, say, "Could you share a concrete example so I can address it specifically?" If a leader drops an urgent task with no context, say, "I can deliver a high-quality draft by end of day." Is that the expectation, or do you need a final version? What's the due date? If you sense a blame shift, say, "Just to be accurate, who is the decision maker on this piece?" These are not defensive questions. They are doors back to clarity. Your tone does the heavy lifting. Begin with, "Thanks for flagging this," then ask your question. You are not begging, you are stewarding assignment. Clarifying questions turn fog into form. They buy you time to think without declaring war. They also reveal whether the other person is prepared or simply projecting. I will place the right question on your tongue when you choose restraint first. Third, respond with documented clarity. Protect peace and credibility. After you pause and ask one question, answer with a clean, factual sentence and then set the record in writing. Say in the room, "Understood. I'll summarize our next steps in an email to make sure we're aligned." That sentence is a shield. It signals maturity without submission to chaos. In your message, keep it simple and neutral. Per our conversation, I will deliver deliverable by date time. You will provide missing inputs, approvals by date time. Priority order, A, then B. Success criteria, brief bullet points stated plainly. If they ask you to switch priorities, include, "To meet this, I'm pausing previous task." New timeline for that is date. If responsibilities are shared, include owners by name and due times. Do not add commentary. Do not add sarcasm. Do not add your feelings into the permanent record. Documented clarity is how your integrity speaks when rooms get loud. This is soft start, firm boundary and practice. Respectful tone, clear limits, not passive, not combative. If a colleague tries to fish for gossip, your soft start is, "I don't have the full context," and your firm boundary is, "Let's loop in the owner so we stay accurate." If someone pushes for instant answers on complex issues, your soft start is, "I want to get this right," and your firm boundary is, "Give me until 3 p.m. for a precise recommendation." If a leader gives you a task that conflicts with another leader's request, your soft start is, "I want to align priorities," and your firm boundary is, "Please confirm which deliverable you prefer first so I can sequence correctly." Respect is the key that opens ears. Boundaries are the rails that keep the train from tipping. Hear me, if you feel heat rising in your chest, that is your early warning. Pray before you press send. Do not type while narrating pain to yourself. Do not hit reply all while imagining arguments you want to win. Let the pause do its work. I will meet you there. Draft your response, then read it once for tone, once for accuracy. If you can remove adjectives without losing meaning, remove them. If you can replace "you said" with "we agreed," do it. If you can turn a paragraph into a sentence, do it. If your message grows longer as your piece grows smaller, stop, walk, breathe, return. You are not behind. You are governed. In tense meetings, use this flow. Breathe. Ask one clarifying question. Give one precise answer. Signal documentation. When someone miscredits your work, resist the urge to list your receipts in the room. Instead, breathe. Ask for clarity. Who owned the final decision on that deliverable? Then say, "I'll send a note summarizing ownership and timelines so we're aligned." Your follow-up email can contain the receipts without the riot. This is wisdom, not weakness. This is strategy, not silence. I am not asking you to swallow mistreatment. I am training you to steward proof without spilling poison. Remember, I am training your presence to carry quiet authority that cannot be argued with. People can twist hearsay. They cannot twist a clear, dated summary that honors everyone and records agreement. People can provoke a mouth. They cannot provoke a record that tells the truth. Your documentation is not a weapon, it is a witness. It will speak when you are not in the room. It will keep you from rehearsing arguments at night. It will earn you a reputation for steadiness, and steady is hard to deny. My child, this protocol is not theory. It is your immediate practice. Put it in your notes. Write these lines where your eyes will catch them before a meeting. Can you clarify the priority and deadline? I want to make sure I'm aligned. What does success look like? I'll summarize our next steps in an email. Add 2 more that fit your context. To meet this timeline, which task should I deprioritize? Is there anyone else we should include to finalize this decision? Keep them ready. In the moment, your body may want to run or to roar. Your spirit will remember. Pause, question, document. As you practice this tomorrow and the next day, you will notice small confirmations that I am with you in real time. A rushed critic will soften. A meeting will end earlier than expected. An email you delayed by 10 minutes will land at the right moment with the right tone. Do not call these coincidences, call them companionship. I am walking you through the door I already prepared. Your steadiness is the escort. Your words are the keys. Your boundaries are the rails. And yes, within the next window I will speak of. I will give you signs and timing to keep expectation alive without anxiety. But for now, take this protocol as your daily bread. Tomorrow, when they provoke you, pause and breathe. Ask one clarifying question. Respond with documented clarity. This is how you stay above the wind. This is how your boss can manage calendars but cannot manage your destiny. This is how you refuse the trap of offense and step into the lane of favor. You will not be baited. You will be guided. You will not be dragged into drama. You will deliver outcomes with dignity. I have the final say, and I am teaching you to speak like it is already settled. My child, hear me. Within the next 72 hours, I will send you confirmations, not to make you frantic, but to make you attentive, not to whip you into celebration without substance, but to steady your heart like an anchor in a rising tide. This is not hype, this is prophecy. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed, but I am giving you signs so that your mind will stop arguing with what your spirit already knows. The signs are for your steadiness, not for your status. Expect them, do not chase them. Expect them like you expect sunrise, not with panic, but with quiet posture. In these next 72 hours, it may look like an unexpected message landing at the exact moment you are practicing restraint. An email from a decision maker who usually ignores your thread will suddenly loop you in early. A policy shift will be announced that aligns with what you asked me for months ago. A meeting invitation will arrive with the right names on it. People who can actually move outcomes, not just commentary. An unexpected ally, someone who saw your diligence from the corners, will speak up for your work without you feeding them lines. A recruiter will call, or a former leader will reach out with timing that confirms you are in motion. You may notice a repeating number or phrase, 1111 on a timestamp, when you hit send on a disciplined email, or 333 appearing when you take the holy pause instead of clapping back. A song will find you on your commute, in a store, through a friend's speaker that repeats the promise. Elevation, favor, doors. Do not call these coincidences, call them confirmations. But hear me clearly, confirmations are breadcrumbs, not the banquet. They point the way, they are not the way. Do not turn a signpost into a destination. Your job is to observe, give thanks quietly, and continue the work with the same posture I just trained into you. Pause, question, document. If a call comes, finish the task in front of you with excellence. If an invitation is sent, prepare with dignity, not desperation. If a policy shifts, align to it without gloating. The moment you begin to perform for the sign, you feed the very pressure I am freeing you from. I know your heart wants to run when hope wakes up, and I am not rebuking your joy. I am governing your stewardship. Bless it quietly until it is established. Do not rush to post in public places or whisper across cubicles, "It's happening." Do not suddenly change your tone in meetings because you got a text you like. Favor need not announce itself. It will be recognized by fruit. Keep your mouth guarded in excitement the way you guarded it under pressure. The enemy cannot always stop your blessing, but he will try to bait you into exposing timing with careless words. Smile, breathe, journal it, thank me, then return to consistency. Let me teach you interpretation. If the confirmation comes as a closed door that slams without explanation just after an unexpected ally appears, do not spiral into old narratives. That is not contradiction, it is choreography. I am moving pieces you cannot see in a rhythm that ensures you are protected, not simply promoted. If a recruiter reaches out but the role is not yet right, treat it as rehearsal. Practice answering with clarity and timeline. If a leader invites you, then reschedules, read it as alignment, not rejection. The sign is that you are now being seen on the right radar. Timing refines capacity. The breadcrumb says, stay this course. The banquet will come when the table is fully set. Here is your posture for the window. Wake each morning and say, Father, make me attentive and steady. Keep your notes app ready. When a sign appears, write it down with time and place. Ask me quietly, what is this pointing to? Then keep doing the next right thing with pace, not rush. Do not allow adrenaline to hijack your calendar. Do not allow excitement to loosen your gates. Guard confidentiality. Guard tone. If someone asks, what are you smiling about? Answer with simplicity, peace. That is truth enough. Your future is not a group chat. Your destiny does not require a tease. Let the proof be your performance and your peace. You will also feel resistance trying one more time to catch you in emotional whiplash. A compliment followed by a confusion. A favor followed by a flare-up. Recognize the pattern and refuse the swing. Say in your heart, I will not be moved by wind, I am moved by word. Your steadiness is a sermon to both allies and adversaries. The more consistent your posture, the faster the path evens out beneath your feet. Remember what I told you, a boss can delay a meeting, they cannot deny what I approved. Your guarded words escort you through doors people do not control. If a numeric sign repeats, let it cue you to pray brief and precise. 1111, say, align me, Lord. 333, say, establish me. If a phrase repeats, open door, new level, favor isn't fair. Receive it as echo, not instruction to boast. If the song comes, let it soundtrack your drive while your hands still deliver excellence. Do not overinterpret, do not undervalue. Let the signs remind you of this truth. I am with you in real time. I have one more warning, and I speak it with love. Do not prematurely resign in your soul because a recruiter smiled at your resume. Do not emotionally quit on your current assignment because an ally winked at your potential. Do not begin to starve the work you have while you stare at the work you want. Faithfulness is what gathers the breadcrumbs into bread. When you keep delivering where you are, you arrive where I am sending you without poisoning either place. Bless it quietly until it is established. Now breathe. Feel the calm rise again. I am not teasing you with 72 hours. I am training you to notice how near I have been all along. You will see it, you will feel it, but more importantly, you will remain governed while you see it. This is how you cross. Confirmations on the path, consistency in your step, covenant in your mouth. When this window closes, your posture will not. You will not return to grasping or groaning. You will carry the same quiet authority that has begun to settle on you now. And then, my child, I will anchor you deeper in identity, in decree, in the settled knowledge that I have the final say over your career. I will say it so clearly that your walk changes, your pace steadies, and your presence communicates what your mouth does not need to shout. Stay with me. We are almost there. The next words you hear from me will fasten this to your bones and send you back to work, protected and ready. My child, lift your head. Hear me with the same stillness I have cultivated in you. I have the final say over your career, not your manager, not a committee, not an algorithm. I do not tease my children. I am not a man that I should lie. What I decreed over you stands. I approved your increase, and no human preference can cancel a heavenly decision. They may manage calendars, they cannot manage covenant. They can delay you, they cannot deny what I have signed with my name. Return to this sentence until it governs your gait. I approved your increase, and your guarded words will escort you into it. Your mouth will not fight your future, it will frame it. Your posture will not beg, it will bear fruit. Your boundaries will not isolate, they will irrigate what matters with your focused presence. This is not hype, this is prophecy. The gates of hell cannot stop what I have decreed. Look at the road we just walked together and see how it fits like armor on you now. I intercepted your pain and said, I saw every time you were overlooked. I counted every quiet yes. I showed you the real battlefield. The pressure was aimed at your mouth to make you narrate no when I had decreed yes. I taught you guardrails. Stop rehearsing wounds. Stop forecasting rejection. Stop volunteering your joy to rooms that have not earned it. You traded complaint for command. You shifted from noise to naming outcomes. You put on quiet authority, the kind that doesn't need permission slips to carry favor. You closed your eyes and saw the door they don't control, and then you learned boundaries. Access is stewardship, not a popularity contest. You declared with me. You let me heal the wound behind your words. You practiced the 3-step protocol under provocation. You watched for confirmations without losing your calm. All of this has braided into one posture, governed, fruitful, unprovocable. So now I send you, walk like it's settled. When you cross the threshold of your workplace, let your face carry rest and your pace carry purpose. You don't have to stiffen to be taken seriously. You don't have to harden to be safe. Your presence is a boundary, and your excellence is a sermon. Your questions are keys. Your documentation is witness. You will not perform for rooms. You will perform your assignment. You will not chase visibility. You will cultivate value. And in the timing I already aligned, visibility will find you accurate and ready. You are not walking into a debate about your worth. You are walking into fulfillment of a decree. If someone tries to bait you, your breath will answer before your mouth. If chaos tries to spill, your clarity will build a container. If flattery tries to loosen your gates, your discernment will smile and stay precise. If dismissal tries to shrink you, your data and your dignity will stand. And the record will speak when you have already returned to work. Now let me write your identity into your bones. Say it with me, out loud, softly but surely. I am chosen. Again, I am chosen. I am capable. Again, I am capable. I am covered. Again, I am covered. I am favored. Again, I am favored. I am disciplined in speech. Again, I am disciplined in speech. My posture is steady. My boundaries are clear. My excellence is consistent. My mouth is a gate, not a leak. My record is a witness. My future is not up for debate. Let these sentences live in your chest tomorrow when the room heats and the clock compresses. Let them be the invisible scaffolding around your tone. I remind you, favor is not loud. Favor is presence, consistency, and obedience that cannot be argued with. You will carry it in the way you prepare, in the way you follow through, in the way you keep confidences closed and deliverables open. You will see the subtle shifts, the right eyes noticing at the right time, the right questions landing with the right ears, the friction lowering around what you touch. Do not announce the turn, embody it. Those who must see will see. Those who cannot see will be bypassed by outcomes they cannot block. Before you go, plant a seed, because your words are not decoration, they are doors. Type these exact words as a sign between us. My mouth is guarded and my door is opening. Do it as an act of agreement. Then share this word with one person who feels targeted at work. Give what you have received. What you give away in faith multiplies back to you in favor. This is how you partner with me. You align your mouth. You steward your sphere. You multiply comfort. Now I speak peace over your night. Let your sleep be deep and unsupervised by fear. I quiet the replay and the imaginary arguments. I turn off the inner commentator and turn on the inner counselor. You will rest and your body will learn that you are guarded while you sleep as much as while you speak. I speak courage over your morning. When your feet touch the floor, your inner world will already be at peace. Your mind will remember the protocol. Your hands will choose the first right task without the haze of dread. I speak favor over every room you enter. I draw a circle of dignity around your name. I attach accuracy to your reputation. I assign angels to your roots, digital and physical. I appoint grace to your deadlines, wisdom to your questions, and authority to your quiet yes. No more performing for access. No more narrating against your own increase. No more bleeding on tomorrow because yesterday bruised you. It is a new hour. I am not asking you to pretend it was easier than it was. I am declaring that the story is moving forward. And as it moves, you will keep your mouth aligned, your presence settled, your boundaries intact. You will not need to watch your back while you work. I am your rear guard. You will not have to kick doors. I am the one who opens and no one shuts. My child, breathe and feel it settle. What I decreed over you stands. I do not tease my children. I am not a man that I should lie. I am your source, your shield, your strategist. Walk into work knowing this. I approved your increase, and your guarded words will escort you into it. Smile when you remember it. Whisper it when you are alone. Let it shape the way you sit in the meeting, the way you answer the message, the way you close your laptop and rest. Go now, governed and glad. Work with clean hands and a quiet heart. Bless the place you are until I plant you where I am sending you. Watch for the subtle nods. Return thanks in private. Hold your counsel in public. Keep the covenant in your mouth. The door is not imaginary, it is appointed. The timing is not fragile, it is precise. The outcome is not unclear, it is mine. It is done.